You know, sometimes I fear talking about how I feel about these new shows since someone's bound to be pissed at me that or I'll later regret what I've said, especially with shows that have such a mixed reception. Most controversial new show being the Looney Tunes show. Let me just say, anyone remember Lunatics Unleashed? Looney Tunes meets Batman Beyond? The Looney Tunes show is more of a sitcom taking place in one setting where Bugs and Daffy are roommates, rather than wherever and whenever it wants. The humor is more subtle than actually loony. It's not intended to be the same Looney Tunes, which will turn a lot of people off, especially after the ads made it seem as sort of a reboot. Don't judge it by the awful first episode about the cruise ship and the game show. The others were better. My favorite episode was the one with Lola Bunny. It was hilarious that they fixed her making her Bugs Bunny's obsessive stalker instead of just being there for the sake of being the only female Looney Tune. The show works best when they get ridiculous. Sadly, it's mostly down to earth, which is where the show feels meh to me. They add some music videos between episodes, which are always hit or miss, sometimes downright embarrassing to watch. The show is forgettable, it's not that bad, but there's some really funny moments. So from the episodes I've seen, it's something I'll watch, but I won't expect much from. Now on to less controversial topics, the amazing world of Gumball. You know, I'm just really glad I got away with the cool food-related name. The show is about what vaguely looks like a cat named Gumball and a slightly ambiguous fish friend who the cat family enslaved as a pet, and simple problems comedically blown out of proportion, kinda like regular show, except focusing around two kids instead of college stoners. This is definitely one of the most creative shows, with the entire cast of characters in different art styles, contrasting with realistic backgrounds. There's characters that are animals, puppets, robots, ghosts, or made out of clay, or animated with CGI. It's very imaginative. Some of the designs are actually rejected characters from commercials at Studio Aka. Disappointingly not the same Aka that made Ed, Edd and Eddy. Definitely you should try and watch this. It may seem a little juvenile, but I grew to love its creative humor, especially as a graphic artist considering how inventive the universe is. And you know, let me just say that this cartoon really set new grounds for featuring the first interspecies relationship in an anthropomorphic animal show, having a cat and rabbit mate and produce children. Interspecies breeding is not possible, so in a cartoon like Arthur, society would only progress a generation if people mated with their own race. By that, we can assume that segregation exists in these cartoons. Truly, Gumball is a step forward in an anthropomorphic cartoons, although much like Good Friday, the fish is a second-class citizen and kept as a pet. But it's still progress. Expect to see the National Gumball Wing dedicated in the Museum of Tolerance. Surprisingly, the original idea of the show revolved around a bunch of reject cartoon characters in a remedial class, but cancelled for being slightly offensive, which personally I feel would work since it can relate to me and anyone else who would be watching cartoons. Yeah, you all can see that I don't think very highly of you for watching this web show, then again I'm the one writing it. So about this 2-week hiatus, I was busy with like 4 essay finals and getting 8 teeth removed that were pushing my jaw forward. Surprisingly painless, unlike what others told me who had only 4 teeth removed, leading me to believe that I'm immortal. So apparently Seth MacFarlane is going to reboot the Flintstones, which you all may freak out, but consider the fact that he did work on early episodes of Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, and Cow and Chicken. It could actually work. And by the way, the crazy Adam West character originated from an episode of Johnny Bravo. Now, if Todd McFarlane had been rebooting the Flintstones, that would be something. I'm not sure it would be something to worry about, but it would be something after all. Oh, and before I go, don't worry. Reviews of Nick and Disney shows are coming, so go ahead and recommend whatever's on there now. Until then, see you all in the next review, which will be a Cartoon Network show. See ya.